Welcome back to Just Fucking Breathe. And yeah, I always seem to have my coffee cup with me, and a bunch of people were asking about it. Just Fucking Breathe. If I ever get my act together, I will sell these. But, I can't figure that part out. We're working on it. Uh, okay, so in week one, the introduction was breathing because it's called Just Fucking Breathe, so we may as well breathe. And then I did a listening mindfulness intervention, and then I did a sensing mindfulness intervention. Listening, just listening to the sound, sensing, feeling a sensation. Today, I'm doing more like a intention, joy, gratitude type of thing. And this one was the weirdest for me when I first started learning about um, training to build the capacity to decrease your stress. And sometimes the antidote is, right, like happiness. Obviously, I guess that's the most obvious statement anyone could make. But you have to train for happiness. And it's so like we revert so easily to stress. It's like our brain, of course, it's wired for stress. It's what's kept us safe. Even things like fight, flight, and freeze are not always the bad guy. They keep you safe when you need to fight, flight, and freeze. But oftentimes we approach things as if there's a fire when it's only smoke. And that's when that technique does not work very well. But we have a harder time doing things or thinking about things that bring us joy. Not everyone, you lucky devils out there who are just always like, oh, love, happiness, everything's great. I envy you. I had to train myself to be happy. I mean, there were lots of happy moments. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying to lean into it and like have more happy thoughts than sad thoughts or find the happiness when I'm feeling stressed. I have to train for that. And it was really hard to do something called like gratitude or loving kindness. I always thought it was this woo woo stuff and like, oh, I'm thinking happy thoughts and I'm just going to, send my happy thoughts out into the universe and you're going to feel them. And it's not like when you do gratitude work that you're actually making someone else happy. Like if you think of someone, 'cause I'll show you the instructions are going to be like, think of someone and send them happiness and joy and love. It's not like you're making them happy. It's that you're generating the capacity to feel happiness towards others, towards yourself. And so I'm just going to shut the F up and do it. So here we go. This one is it's a very basic loving kindness intervention. And if you're freaked out by this, like I was, you can either delete this video or move on to something else, or you can just be like, I'm going to try it and see what happens. So, just like the other things, the listening and the breathing and the blah, 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 find some place to be comfortable. This one is done best when you're kind of by yourself. Well, you don't have to be by yourself, but when you're not embarrassed to just sit there and close your eyes and think about thoughts. But you could also do this walking. This is a really great one to do if you're walking in a park or something. You can think of these thoughts, but definitely have your eyes open. So, taking a moment to just sit and take your first breath. Well, obviously not your first, but with me, a nice big inhale and then an exhale. And if you're comfortable, close your eyes. If not, you could just look at something on the screen or something down below you. You don't want to lower your head too much. You just want to kind of lower your gaze. And I'm going to ask you to recall some things and just think about things. And so you're going to use your imagination. You're going to use your thoughts, your words internally. If you're by yourself, you could say them externally. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. So the first thing I want you to do is recall someone or something. It could be a pet. It could be a vacation. It could be a place you like, but recall something. Actually, delete that. Let's start over. I want you to recall someone or like a pet, something that you have an uncomplicated love for. So, either a pet or a person, an uncomplicated love. So let's start there. And I want you to just think about that person or that animal for a minute and just think about them and maybe think about where you notice or think about or have thoughts of love and joy for this person. So maybe you feel a warmth in your heart or you just have words in your head that come to mind that think are like joy and happiness. So when you think about that person or that animal, I want you to repeat this phrase inside your mind, or you could say it externally. But just repeat it thinking about them. And no matter how weird it is, I want you to do it. So I want you to think about them. I'm going to think about my little dog, Pippin. So when I'm picturing her, I'm going to think to myself, may you feel love and kindness. Picturing my little doggy Pippin or whoever is in your mind. May you feel safe and secure. May you feel healthy and strong. May you be happy. And so thinking about that person again and repeating, may you feel love and kindness. May you feel safe and secure. May you feel healthy and strong. May you be happy. And now pivoting to broadening this feeling and these thoughts to others. Think about either a group of friends or family, just like a larger group, maybe the people in your neighborhood or the people at work, just a larger group of people. And so maybe you picture individuals or you see multiple people in your mind and just think, may you feel love and kindness to this larger group of people. May you feel safe and secure. May you feel healthy and strong. May you be happy. And now seeing if you can broaden it even further outside your neighborhood. Maybe thinking about the shape of your state or your country. And then broadening it even further to include other states or other countries. Maybe you picture a map, or maybe you even picture the world globally. And just imagining you could collectively grab all the people on the earth, all the beings on the earth. And maybe you could even go so far as to think you're looking down from space and you're seeing the entire earth and thinking about the people and all the beings on earth and thinking, may you all feel love and kindness. May you all feel safe and secure. May you all feel healthy and strong. May you all be happy. And then imagining in your vision, you could go from the world back to your continent, back to your state, all the way back to your neighborhood, your group of friends, back to that one person that you initially started thinking about, or that pet, that animal. And then see if you could imagine yourself sitting here. So see if you can picture how you're sitting, picture your face, picture you as an entire being. And imagine you can then send to yourself these thoughts. So, thinking of yourself sitting here, you could say, may I feel love and kindness. May I feel safe, secure. May I be healthy and strong. May I be happy. One more time, imagining yourself once again in your mind's eye. May I feel love and kindness. May I feel healthy and strong. May I feel safe, secure. May I be happy. And taking a breath. So inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, open your eyes and just kind of look around for a minute. Maybe sit back if you were sitting up. And just contemplate for a second. Like, how was that? Was it weird? Because it was for me when I first started doing this. But not only was it strange for me when I first started doing this, it was way easier for me to send this idea of this desire for other people and other beings to be happy. And when I started doing it towards myself, may I be happy, may I be safe, may I be strong, I was like, ugh, what is this? This is weird. And it took me a really long time to feel comfortable with that. And I just want to point out that that's fucked up and normal. Um, it's just like we have a harder time sometimes sending ourselves love and kindness and feeling like we're deserving of it. And not that I'm like this bad person, but just, I don't know, I never trained for the capacity for me to be happy. I always think about caring for others and making sure other people are content in what they're doing. But this like reverse to self of being happy, like training my brain to identify myself as the person that is happy, that tripped me out. And what was more of a trip was that it was weird for me. I was like, whoa, that's kind of like strange that this is strange. Meta, meta, meta. Strange about being strange about being strange. Oh, funny. And this kind of practice is actually called meta. But I don't know. Think about it. Be curious about it. How was that for you? Was it easier for any specific group to send love and kindness? And again, knowing that you're not actually sending it to them, you're building the capacity in your brain to expand the networks of things that you can feel happy about. So, I don't know, let me know how that was. I'm always curious about this one, and maybe it's, like, my own issues and my own insecurities, but I always think this one is, like, a really weird one that I now love. So, peace.